Economics, University Malaya. And then I think not sure whether my be both joining or not, but yeah, thank you to Point City for giving me this opportunity, and also I got invitation by University Malaya through Talent Corp. Yeah, Talent Corp. Right. So let me allow me to share my slides. Yeah, Doctor. Okay. Can see my slide, right? All right. So a little bit about introduction about myself. My name is Norazmi Ibrahim. People call me Cik. So born in Teluk Intan, Perak, and then schooling in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Trust, and then awarded by best student in 2000 SPM. And then further my study in matriculation Melaka. After that, I pursue my study in BBA Finance. Yeah, major in finance, UITM. So I've been in human resource for the past 18 years till now, Alhamdulillah. And my previous working experience in Maybank, RHB Bank, Sunrise, till now I've been working with Burma Auto Berhad. Yeah, and then I have this so-called full spectrum in HR, covering recruitment, unit, performance management, talent management, manpower planning, etc. All right. So I'll be appear in television and be invited by RTM. Talking about current issues, yeah, conflicts in relationship, children personality, graduates issue, etc. So this is my appearance in television. And we working this in the company, Permas Auto Berhad. We are the leading distributor for Mazda, yeah, Kia, Xpeng, and etc. So this will be our so-called main business. Yeah. So guys, if you can follow me also in LinkedIn, Norazmi Ibrahim, you can follow me, and then Facebook Norazmi Ibrahim. So here today we are is rather than sharing my experience and my knowledge, yeah, through these 18 years of service in automotive and also in human resource. And I believe you guys uh, in HR, you are studying human resource management and industrial relations, semester 2, 23 and 24. All right. So what I want to offer to you today is more to sharing of my knowledge and my experience. And then I think you can jot down uh, the important points and notes. Then if you can see this so-called diagrams, they are knowledge and experience. So in the middle, we need to have some sort of wisdom. Yeah. Okay. My presentation is very simple. If you guys, students, have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself, and then you can introduce yourself and then ask question. Yeah, because there are several strategies I want to share with you. What will be the current practice trends, and pattern, and maybe for your future roadmap, at least you have some sort of idea, especially in human resource line. Yeah. Right. So there are 9 strategies to elevate your career journey. So there are 9. So maybe I can start off with the first strategy. Yeah, first and foremost, before you want to embark your career journey, first and foremost, you need to know to do your self-assessment. Okay, self-assessment is very important for you because it will determine your so-called your career journey. So you need to know yourself. Of course, if you look at my profile earlier, I was studying in finance, BBA finance, and then I so-called I end up doing HR for the past 18 years. Yeah, this is what I did during my career journey. When I've been working my first employment with Maybank, during that time, I got two offers. One is in the finance line, one in the HR line. Okay, so my big boss asked me, we have two offers, one in finance, one in HR. Where do you want to go? So I start do my self-assessment and evaluation for myself. Yeah, and then this is true story. Uh, Finance, I'm expert in finance. Balance sheet, doing account receivable. Profit and loss account, etc. But I come to my realization that in order for me to get maximum job satisfaction, I would like to do to land my career in human resource. So I do my self-assessment by do my personal reflection. Yeah, I ask myself, yeah, I study for 3 years in finance, but I somehow have my personal satisfaction if I do in HR, because to me, I like to see people grow. I like to assist people in their career. I like to help and give them opportunity to work in the company. During that time, I work in Maybank, so I would like to help people, help my colleague, my friends to join Maybank. So that was my thinking, my initial thinking during that time. So I do my self-assessment. Yeah, in this self-assessment, I also evaluating, my strength, what would be my weaknesses, if I join HR, because honestly, I don't have any HR background. Yeah, because my study in finance. But I know this is the fact that I need to start from zero. From day one, I joined Maybank. It was 18 years ago. I have zero HR knowledge, zero. Unlike you guys, you have somehow learned about HR in HR course and industrial relation course. Yeah, so you are one step, ahead from me during that time. So that's again my preferences is more towards human resource development. I like to see people growing. Yeah, so I know that would be my values. Yeah, very important. You have your values. What motivates you in terms of your motivation to move forward? You ask yourself, what would be your so-called your end game or your plan? Yeah, some of the people in this room probably they HR is their preference. Yeah, number one, but somehow maybe by default, I do not know. Yeah, only gods know. Maybe by default you've been selected to study in HR. But my point is, go with your values and your motivation and your preferences. Yeah, it's okay if you don't have so-called uh, knowledge on that particular field. But most important, after that, after you make your decision, what's next? What would be your so-called uh, preparation for you to enter or embark your journey in the new field? Yeah. In your case, I think uh, HR, human resource management, and industrial relations, I think all the company have HR department. So the job opportunity is quite huge. There are huge number of vacancies. So you are standing a better chance. Yeah? Unlike me before, because I'm in finance, so I need to compete with other HR graduates, yeah, human resource graduates, which I'm in the finance line, which is totally different. But an interesting journey where I equip myself with knowledge. I take up external courses. I sign up with webinars, etc. because I want to polish my skills, my human resource skills, and also my competencies. So these are the areas that you need to evaluate yourself. Yeah, your strength, your weaknesses, your preferences, your values, your motivation, your skills, and your competencies. Yeah, the, I'm sharing my story so that you can evaluate yourself, to do your personal reflection again, and then of course through your research, I believe you guys, especially graduates, you are familiar with research thingy, right? So do your research, about the company. If let's say you want to join certain company after graduation, so you need to do your research. What will be the company direction? What will be their vision and mission, and where you can add value to the company. So I've been with corporate companies for the past 18 years. Alhamdulillah, with my knowledge and experience, I secure a job there, and then I enjoy my career journey until now. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. So that will be the first strategy to elevate your career. You yourself need to know what will be your preferences, what will be your values, what motivates you to move forward. Yeah. Last time, sorry to say, this is just my personal experience and my personal thought. Normally, last time when we talk about human resource, yeah, people will think, you know, during that time, I think HR is full with, uh, senior folks, right? I think it is maybe HR department will consist of pakcik and makciks, that my perceptions. But now it's different. HR in uh, nowadays, HR is totally different. Most of our HR people in my department consists of generation X, Y, Z. And millennial also join us in HR department. So things become different already. Yeah. So that would be my suggestion, strategy to elevate your career. If you guys have any questions related to this strategy, you can feel free to ask question and stop me lah. Yeah. All right. So are we okay on this? All right. So let's move towards the second strategy to elevate your career, especially in HR, by polishing your resume writing. Okay. Resume writing, I'm not sure whether you learned it before or not, but take my advice and then jot down your important key points, yeah, so that you can refer to later. So resume writing is a single documentation that you need to submit to the employer. Yeah, if you want to work with a certain company, your so-called your marketing, your first marketing material is your resume. People will see your resume first before calling you for an interview. So I've been in HR. My first so-called assignment is, my boss transferred me to recruitment department, recruitment unit during that time. So doing recruitment, hiring people. So during my first year in Maybank, my boss tasked me to recruit fresh graduates. Yeah, fresh graduate. I still remember I'll be assigned to recruit salespeople. Yeah, graduates. So again, I need to study about the job description, what kind of people I want to be in the company. You know, my boss asked me, to scout for the talent. Yeah, go to universities, do some collaboration with the universities, faculties, with the career center in universities. So we collaborate with universities to supply us with the talent. Yeah. Okay. So resume writing, if you can see the format that I show in the slides, um, ideally resume maximum will be 2 pages. Yeah, because I think 2 pages also quite lengthy. The advisable one to have 1 page resume. Yeah, if let's say, because recruiters like us, we don't have much time. We are receiving thousands of resumes submitted to us through online and offline. Sometimes they submit to us hard copies. During that time, we still receive it. We still receive it. We still accept it. But nowadays, most of the resume is submitting through online. So 1 page is sufficient already. Yeah. What should be entails in that resume is you need to state it, uh, what will be your position title that you want to apply, your career summary, your result-driven content, your skill and expertise, your key accomplishment, your education, and also your working experience. Yeah. So these are the things that you need to put in under one page. Yeah. So I'll just show you the sample. This one is not divisible because if you can see this, the resume looks cloudy and not really proper. This one is the best one. Yeah. As mean accounting student, phone number, email address, and then also very important. Maybe you can jot it down here. Recruiter like us would like to see also your LinkedIn profile. So please put in your LinkedIn profile in your resume so that we can also refer to your LinkedIn profile to do our recruitment. We did all recruiters, nowadays is like to scroll to your LinkedIn account after receiving your resume. So please put your LinkedIn profile in your resume so that uh, your chances to be called for interview is higher. Yeah, higher interview rate lah. Yeah. Um, in this resume, normally one resume for us we will see and evaluate for only 6 seconds. Very short time. You just take one resume and then flip through 6 seconds, and then we move to the second resume, third resume, and etc. So per resume, we spend around 6 seconds. Yeah, very very fast. So you need to really write what will be the important and key points. After this, I will cover a little bit about what are the content and guideline for you to write a resume. Yeah. Um, right. Let's go to the guidelines in writing job resume. The first one, you need to focus on the message. What kind of message that you want to recruiter to read? Yeah. Um, make it simple, short and simple, and concise, and then keep it brief, concise and factual. You can elaborate, but not too lengthy. Yeah, you can elaborate your achievement, or maybe in terms of your career summary on top letter. You keep it brief, yeah, concise and factual, and make sure this is very very important. Your content should match with the job target. Your content should match with the job target. All right. Uh, I do believe you want to pursue your career in HR and IR, industrial relations. So if you see an advertisement in JobStreet or other channels, yeah, probably you can, see what will be the job requirement, job description, and then you try to make it personalize your resume, and then your resume shouldn't be all the same. What I'm saying is that if you are applying for 5 companies, yeah, 5 companies, you need to have 5 different resume. Very important. You need to make sure you match with the job target. And then information must be relevant and verifiable. Visual appeal. Some school of thought says that visual appeals, you should put your photo, you shouldn't put your photo. But for my experience, it's best for you to put your photos because your photo will determine, you will give extra advantage if you put your photo. Yeah. Again, as I mentioned, a resume is a single document, formal documentation. Yeah, in applying a job. Yeah, people will see your resume first. In fact, your resume will be put into your personal file if you've been selected in the company. So you just imagine you have your own personal file in the company. The first document they will put in is your resume. So make sure you do your resume to your level best without any error, especially grammatically error or spelling error. That one is really not acceptable lah. Right. Again, take time to prepare. Take your time to prepare because you just imagine you want to get a job. I mean, after you finish your study in university in UM, prior to university you study in college or whatever, or secondary school. Yeah, it takes around what 20, 13 years of study. Yeah, so make sure your final document, which is your resume, make sure it's intact and take time and edit and proofread. Yeah, as I said, there's no spelling error, no grammatical error. So make sure you do your edit and proofread. Okay. And please also indicate what would be your achievement in your resume. Very important because a recruiter like us will see whether you are academic is one thing, very important to have a very good result, good academic result. But the second point also we want to see your achievement, your participation in university, whether you are active or otherwise, what position that you're holding in the university, in the club, whether you're the president of the club or whatever. So we want to see your active participation in university. Yeah, because in the company, we don't want you to only good in academics, but we want you also leading some projects in the company. Take me as example. I've been working with Burmas Auto Berhad for the past until now, until it's already 6 years. So I've been leading a few projects with the company. So you just imagine if I'm only good in academics, but I'm not good in running a project, so there will be an issue for me. So again, I would like to advise my brother and sisters here to, you know, actively involved in COCO activities, curriculum activities, and participate as much as you can to get your experience, so that end of the day when you come to the interview, you can sell your achievement to the recruiter. You can sell your experience, your achievement to the hiring managers. Yeah. So this is very important. Okay. Resume writing. Okay. Before I move on to the third strategy, you guys have any questions? You can unmute your mic and then you can introduce yourself and then ask questions. There is no wrong or right questions. Yeah. As long you want to ask, you want to know more details, please open the questions to the students.
Anyone want to ask any question?
Yeah.
About resume writing or anything you want to ask, Mr. Azmi?
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. Maybe later. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the third strategies. Yeah, very important. Once you have this resume writing ready, your resume is perfectly done, and with one page resume. Next will be very important for you to do this, to get second opinion. Yeah, second opinion, whether or not your resume is something that you can really proud of, or maybe if you share your resume to your family or friends, or maybe with your lecturer, and then maybe your lecturer will comment on your resume on the area of improvement. So please get second opinion. Don't become shocked sendiri. You don't have to do things and then somehow or other you only feel that you are already doing good enough already for your resume, but you need to get second opinion, feedbacks from your colleague, your friends, your lecturers. Yeah, very important. Once you are confident after doing all the amendments and adjustment, so we move on to the third strategy, which is job search strategies. Okay, job search strategies. There are a couple channels and ways for you to get a job through online job boards or maybe job street. This is quite common. Most of the graduates will use this job street. Actually, it's FOC, free of charge. You can register and have your resume updated and uploaded in job street website, and you can see a lot of job vacancies there. And then so please select the best job vacancy based on your self-assessment earlier. Yeah, your preferences, your motivation, your values, your interests. Yeah, please do so. Other than job street, you can go to company website. I do believe that most of you guys have your targeted company in mind. Yeah, after graduation, you have probably 3 or 4 companies in your mind that you want to work with. So go with their browse their company websites and surf and see what are the job vacancy or career available in the company. What are the opportunity available? Yeah? So go with the company website. Yeah, please, if let's say you have 3 company in your mind, please follow them closely. Yeah, please follow them closely through their company website. Another way is through professional networks. Yeah, professional networks. Some people will ask, I'm not working. How can I have these professional networks? Then sometimes this question pop up in your mind. I'm a graduate, I'm a student, I don't have any professional networks yet. So how? So my advice to you, as I mentioned earlier, that you need to have your LinkedIn account. Please, if you don't have any LinkedIn account, please create one and then start connecting with the real people in that LinkedIn account. Yeah, if let's say you are targeted 3 companies, so you go and search those recruiters. The word is recruiters. Go and approach that respective recruiters in that particular company that you like to join them, and please have your connection. Please follow them. You can also DM them, yeah, direct message them through LinkedIn. And then don't is actually, if you want to do some homework by asking them some advice, you can do so. You just can DM them and say, I'm Mr. So and so from University Malaya. I'm a graduate from UM. Would like to seek your advice in terms of career. So can you give us some advice in terms of blah 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 blah? So you can DM them and then seek their advice. And I do believe if you are making a real connection, making real networks, you genuinely want to know what will be the area of development, area of improvement for yourself. If you're genuine, I think people will help you. But if let's say you try just to try to mind or try to test out the water, people can feel it lah. But if you really want to get their advice, LinkedIn is the best platform lah. Yeah, connect with the real people, especially recruiters. Yeah, because recruiters have a lot of job vacancies out there. Yeah, please connect with them. Establish from today, the networks, the real connection with the people, with the real people in LinkedIn. Okay, that's one of the job search strategies. Yeah, in order for you to get a job. I know that I read the news that there are a lot of graduates unemployed because of the scarcities in the job market. I do agree with that statement. Yeah, especially after post-COVID, after post-COVID-19, company are growing slowly. They are very what you call it? We are very prudent. We are very prudent in taking people in because they will involve costs and money. So most of the company will scrutinize, will select the best talent out of the market. So you can see there are high supply for graduates, including students, graduates, other universities, other colleges. That will be a very stiff competition. Of course, with the limited job offers, with the limited job vacancy, of course, the company will go for the best talent. Again, it's how you make yourself stand out and different and unique from the crowd. Yeah. So again, I'm giving you advice so that you can make yourself ready and you know where to start. Yeah, it's best to start early. Yeah, it's best to start early. It's like a saving lah. It's best to start your saving early. Yeah, before the rainy day. Okay, next job search strategy is through career services. Maybe we call it headhunters. Yeah, I mean, quoting example of Kelly services. There are many out there. You can engage the headhunters uh, to get you a job. Yeah, like Kelly Services, siapa lagi, Michael Page. So you can approach them, and then I think you need to pay them minimal fees lah. Yeah, if you're not mistaken, some of the headhunters, they will charge you a minimal fee. Some of the headhunters don't. So it depends on the headhunters, career services. But this is one of the way. Other way to get a job is through alumni connection. After this, I do believe that you have your alumni, University Malaya alumni. So please sign up with your alumni and then get in touch with them, because I do believe there are many alumni that 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 successfully in the market already. So please tap in the networks and in touch with them. Yeah, well, once you be in the alumni, in the alumni, so you stand a better chance to get a job, to get referrals, to get the first hand information. If they have the job vacancy, they will share with the alumni connection first before they share with others. So this is one of the way. Another job strategy is through social media, like I mentioned earlier. LinkedIn is very important. So if you don't have LinkedIn, please create one. Social media, including your Facebook. I think Facebook is quite informal, but some of the recruiter like to see also your so-called your casual routine, your personal life. Yeah. Sometimes we stalk lah. We are stalkers sometimes. Of course, we will go through LinkedIn, professional network LinkedIn. But sometimes, because I think, as I said, the job offers is very limited. Yeah. So we want to know better what kind of person you are, and then we will stalk until your Facebook account. If you make it public, then we know what. Sometimes Instagram, yeah, sometimes TikTok. So is nowadays is information is at the fingertips, everything you know. So be careful with your posting. This is my advice to you. Recruiter will see and judge based on posting. If you like to complain or whatever, people will say, oh, you are the type of person who always like to complain. If let's say I want to hire him or her, the only thing that I got from you guys, maybe complain. So that would be my first thought. So please, from today onwards, please review again your Facebook posting, your LinkedIn posting, IG, TikTok, whatever. Please review, because maybe your potential recruiters will see and stalk your social media account. All right. So make sure you post the right content um, with information. Yeah. With the right information, which is useful to other people to use lah. Yeah. Positive content lah. Positive content. Next is through job street. Sorry, career fair. Career fair, I think they are not seconds in because we always participate in career fairs in KLCC, Mid Valley. So please actively also, set the environment with the market, join them, and then have a feel of career fair. Even you are the second semester students, but I think it's good for you to expose yourself in the early stage so that you understand how the game works. Um, I've been in this career fair many times, managing booth and etc. Um, one thing I noticed about graduates, when we having our career fair, we set up our booth there. Students sometimes they just come to our booth and then just submit the resume online or maybe offline through hard copies. Then after that, they just walk away to other booth. What missing is that the connection is not there. And then some of the students, not all, ada okay, ada tak okay. Some of the students, Some students just for the sake of submitting the resume, that's it, and then they move on to the next booth. Submit resume and then move to next booth. So please take this opportunity to engage with your recruiters, ask them about the job, making a real connection. If you can chit chat with the recruiters, and then after you chat about the job, expecting from the industry player, and then you ask them their business card, and then from there you do your follow-up thingy, making the real contacts, making a real connection. So end of the day, it's good for you, rather than you just go there, especially when we hold career fair in KLCC. So very fast, graduates go and submit. After that, they go out and go shopping in KLCC. So defeat the purpose already. So taking time, try to seek the opportunity, for you to shine. Again, I mentioned the job offer is limited with the high competition with other graduates other than There are many graduates out there, so you need to stand out from the crowd. So you need to start making a real connection with them, especially with recruiters. And not least is also our family and friends, of course. If you have, I do believe that your parents, their connection, their own circle of contacts, your friends, please making that connection better and utilize whatever connection that they have. This my advice for the third strategies. Yeah. All right. Move on to the next one. After job search strategy, and then let's say you already making your connection, you establish your connection with recruiters, and then they find it, you are one of the potential candidates to be called for interview. What's next is strategy number 4 is to do your preparation for interview. Yeah. So interview is more towards understanding you. Yeah. Because the employer will see 4 areas lah, just to share with you. Ada 4, there are 4 areas that the company looking. You can jot it down, boleh tulis. The first one, whether or not you are, really interested in the role. Sometimes people can see whether you are really interested for the job, or maybe you just apply for the sake of applying, or maybe you've been forced by parents to get a job, So people can see through the interview session whether you are really interested in the job role that you want to apply. That's first one, your interest level. So the second one, employer will see whether or not you are fit in the company or not. You imagine you are graduates, and then you need to join the company with a bunch of people, senior people, etc. So they want to see whether you are fit enough to be in that company in terms of the work style, in terms of blended with our culture, blended with our working style, our policy, our direction. Yeah. So they want to see the fitness, whether you are fitting into that company org structure or otherwise. That's second. The third one, employer will see your skills and your knowledge lah. Yeah, skill and knowledge. Of course, as a graduate, you don't have that skills yet, but at least you have your knowledge already. In this case, you have knowledge in HR and IR. Yeah. So in terms of practicality, maybe not share that. In terms of the experience, not there yet, but we do believe you have that knowledge lah. Yeah. And number 4, company will see your working experience. As I said earlier, working experience. If you have, I'm not saying you have a direct working experience in HR, but during your semester break, you take an initiative to do your part-time job. That's also put into account. We will also counting that. If let's say you do your part-time job doing what, you know, um, working in a restaurant, whatever part-time jobs, that's also counted. Yeah, don't discount that. Yeah, because we want to see whether you have this initiative to improve yourself or not, or you just dependent on your academic qualification only. So we want to have a balanced graduates with academic plus also your working experience. Even you don't have any direct working experience in HR, but it's okay. We want to know your initiative to improve yourself. Yes. So these are the four criteria a company will look at in a candidate. Yeah. Your interest in the role, your fitness in the company, your skills and knowledge, and last, your working experience. And number four. All right. So got it. So let's go on the interview preparation. There are 8 tips to ace your interview. The first one, once you got a call to be interviewed, please do your research about the company through websites. Yeah, very important. You need to know what will be their vision and mission of the company, what will be their core business. Yeah, who will be their CEO, directors, managing directors, chairman. Yeah, what will be their so-called next project. Um, this is very important, and then you need to do research on the company. At least if let's say, during the interview session they ask you what do you know about this, at least you can say something. Yeah, rather than, oh, I'm not sure, sir. That one, will discount, you will demerit in terms of that scoring lah. Yeah. All right. Next, study the job description very well. So you need to study the job description. Again, you need to meet the requirement of the company. Yeah. So you need to study. If let's say you got an interview to be one of the executive in IR, industrial relations. So you need to study the job description that been posted in the advertisement. What will be the requirement entails, what the job requires you to requires for you to perform. So you need to do your study, and then you need to learn how to answer common interview questions. Yeah, very important for you to learn this. Later we'll go in details. What will be the so-called common interview questions? Yeah, we will share it. We will share it later. Learn to use the STAR method. What is that mean by STAR method? STAR. You can write down. If let's say, interviewer asks you or recruiter asks you on certain questions, please use your STAR method. STAR means that S stand for situation. You need to describe the situation. T, you need to describe the task that will be given to you. So T is task. A, action. What will be your action taken to solve the matter? R, what will be the result from that event? Yeah. So situation, task, action, result. Okay, this is quite standard. So because this is a lecture, special lecture with me, so let me tell you an extra method for you to win also the interview session, which is L. We have STAR plus L. What is L? Is your learning. So after you answer the questions using STAR method, and then you also put L, learning. What will be your learning from that event? What will be your lesson learned from that event? You need to tell the interviewer. And then if you use this complete STAR method plus L, you will stand out from the crowd. And then people will see, oh, this graduate is very good in terms of, critical thinking, very thoughtful, covered, almost covered all. So L is considering your closing part, your learning part, your lesson learned part from that particular event. Yeah, you need to showcase that you are kind of person who have that good critical thinking by covering all, because when you tell something, interviewer will ask in their heart, okay, okay, you see that, all right, you see that, so what? Recruiter will always have that question in mind. Okay, you have this, so what? So what? So you remember the so what questions when you close with L, your lesson learned. People will see, oh, fantastic, this guy. I like this guy. So please start to practice STAR plus L method. Yeah. Later we'll cover that star method. Yeah. All right. Next, go with your copy of your resume. Please, you must make sure that your resume is intact. You have your copy of your resume. Prepare during the interview session. And then if there are 7 items in your resume, please make sure that you cover 7 items. Sequentially you need to follow. Yeah. If let's say you out of tangent, out of scope, you cover different story or different points which is not included in the resume, which is not aligned with your resume. So the recruiter will spot you are trying to lie, you try to make things, you know, um, not in the right fact lah. And then people see whether you are a liar or what. So if there is a 7 items, make sure you consistently have that 7 items in your interview session. Yeah. Um, Make sure it's in sequence. Yeah. Um, because we don't want to spot any liars. That one dangerous. If you spot liars later, people don't trust you. Yeah. So go with your copy of your resume. Yep. And of course, your outfit of the day. Your outfit of the day is very important. Your dressing, your dress up. Guys, you need to really look professional. You need to comb your hair. Apalagi you need to shave. Um, your attire, your shirts. You need to iron your shirts. Basic thingy lah. Your blazer, your pants and your shoes must be polished. You need to be presentable. Yeah, you need to plan your outfit. And for girls, I think you can put some makeups on your face. You tie your hair, but not too much makeup lah. Some people like to use very red, lipsticks, very very red. So it distract the interview session goes on. I have a personal experience where I got female candidates, wearing very bright lipsticks. It's not really comfortable, because when you have your red lipsticks, people will see your lips, and that's not really good. Yeah, our we some panel, during the interview session, there are 2 or 3 panels in the room. So it distract the flow of the interview. Yeah. So please make sure you have your light makeup. You put some perfume a bit. You're wearing blazer. Bring your so-called your achievement, or maybe your so-called your certificate in proper folder. Yeah. Make it presentable lah. Make it presentable. So you need to plan your outfit a day before. And of course, during the interview session, you need to plan your question to ask interviewer. This one is the last part. If let's say the panel, the recruiter already asked the questions, so when the recruiter asks you, so you have any question before we end? So don't say no. You need to have at least 2 or 3 questions. Yeah, ready. You need to plan your questions, and then you ask the interviewer. Yeah, your 2 or 3 questions. Yep. Okay. So let's go through on the common interview questions. Last but not least, always remember to follow up. Very important. After you have attended the interview session, please do follow up with your recruiters. Again, some people ask how long for me to follow up. Is it after 7 days? Is it after 2 weeks? Is it after 3 weeks? So my advice to you is best to follow up, after 1 day, 1 or 2 days. so that, you know, because end of the day, recruiter is just a human being. If you follow up with them, early, so they can have that memory interviewing you. Oh yeah, I know this guy. Oh, I know this girl. Oh, I know this candidate. I interviewed him before. I interviewed him yesterday. So please make sure that you have that follow up early lah. Better to follow up early. All right, maybe 1 day or 2 days after the interview session, yeah, and do follow up. All right, so let's move on the interview questions. Common interview questions. There are 11 common interview questions. Maybe you can jot it down, or maybe you can snapshot, just take picture and the question. The first one, standard questions. Tell me about yourself. Yeah. So I will go with 11 questions, but I will also touch a bit the reason why they ask this question. So recruiter will ask you this question because they want to know whether you yourself know yourself or not. Some of the candidates, not all, some of them do not know what to talk to the interviewer. When they ask the question, tell me about yourself, they also blank. What should I tell them? So I can say you need to break up this question into 3 parts. The first part, you need to tell your present. Yeah, your present. Second part, you need to tell about your past. So the third part, you need to talk about your future. Your present, your past, and your future. Yeah, telling about yourself. The present, you need to tell who you are in terms of your achievement, your academic, your university, what did you learn, your present. Yeah, your present. Your past, you talk about your family background, you talk about your identity, you talk about your experience, your past experience, and then make sure when you talk about your past experience, and then the experience that you want to tell the recruiter must be the experience that is related to your job that you apply, so that recruiter will register in their mind, oh, this guy, very good. They cited the past experience which is related and relevant to the job that they want to apply. So please, working smart. When you answer a question, you need to be smart. You need to be one step ahead so that you can be connected with the recruiter, and then the recruiter will have that first-hand information. When they first ask question to tell me about yourself, they know already this candidate is one of the potential candidate to fill up this vacancy. Macam tu. You need to have that. You need to step up to the game. Yeah. When you talk about your past experience, relate your past experience that is related to the job that you are applying. Yeah. And then the third one, your future. What are the thing that maybe you can share about your so-called your value added lah, your future, what are the things that you can offer to the company. If you've been selected, what are the things that you can offer, what value added that you can offer to the company. Please highlight that. Yeah. So there are past, your present, your past, and your future. So break up into 3 categories. This question actually is a free flow question, and this question is actually so-called bonus questions. Bonus question to sell yourself. So don't miss it. This is so-called bonus questions. Yeah, you need to really nail it, smash it. Okay, question number 2. What is your greatest strength? Again, I would like to advise you, please highlight the strength that is related in the job description. If let's say the job description stated that they want someone with um, action-oriented qualities, eye for details. So please highlight that strength that probably can increase your chances to get the job. Yeah, don't highlight your strength which is not so-called related or relevant to the job description. Please make sure study the job description very well, and then pull out what will be your personal strength that can match to the job offer, to the job vacancies. Yeah, please highlight your so-called your strength that is related to the JD. detailed person, maybe the JD one, someone who is very flexible, have that critical thinking, please highlight that. Plus with your example of your past experience to support your claim. If let's say you claim that you are a very detailed person, please support with the example to show that you are a detailed person. Maybe you say that, oh, one of my strengths is I'm quite detailed. My past experience when I'm handling this project, so and so, so and so, do a submission of proposal, and then before submitting to the lecturer, I within the group, I spot there are some mistakes here and there. So that would be, into our costing, I can see there will be some error and mistake. So I do correct it. These are the things that people want to see whether you are there, whether you support your claim. You say that you are a very detailed person, so please support with example. Okay, boleh kan? Alright, so what's your greatest strength? That would be your second question. The third question, what is your biggest weakness? Biggest weakness, please make sure you need to be honest during interview session. Honesty is very important. But again, this question is actually, you need to highlight weakness that is acceptable lah. Yeah. If let's say example lah, if let's say you want to apply job for in HR, maybe IR executive, industrial relation executive, and then you say your weakness is, I cannot. One of weakness, I very difficult to keep a secret. Problem, because executive in IR, you need to have that high integrity. So you need to keep all the PNC information, private and confidential information. If you let's say that you cannot keep it the secret, one of my weakness is very difficult to keep the secret of my friend, whatever. So these are the things, it's unacceptable weakness lah. So please, when this question being posted to you, what is your biggest weakness? Please come up with a weakness that is not detrimental to the job that you are applying. Dia opposite, it's opposite from the earlier question. The earlier question about the strength, you must be cite the strength which is related to the job description. But the weaknesses is opposite of that. You need to cite your weakness which is not detrimental to the job that you're applying. Yeah. So you need to example acceptable weakness. Maybe you can say one of my weakness is actually, I'm lack in terms of confidence level. I'm not really confident presenting in front of the new group of people. I feel nervous. Sometimes I stumble. So these are the things that you need to highlight. Like this, that one is acceptable weakness. Lack of confidence, or maybe you say that I'm not good in terms of filing. That one is still acceptable lah. Not good in filing. For guys, is acceptable lah. For girls, susah lah. I mean, for girls, people will see, girls have that so-called particular and very systematic kind of filing. But for guys, sometimes we have proper filing, sometimes not proper filing. So find that acceptable weakness that is not detrimental to the job that you're applying. Yeah, so that people will consider, oh, that one okay lah, acceptable. Yeah, acceptable weakness. Okay, next question, number 4. Famous also. Why should we hire you? As an example, if there are 10 candidates coming for the interview, and then the vacancy only have one vacancy. You imagine they have one vacancy, but they call up for 10 candidates. So of course they will ask this question, why we should hire you? So again, these are the 3 things that this question requires you to cite 3 things. Okay, first, you need to tell the recruiter what are the things that you can bring value added to the company. First, what would be your value added? Yeah. Second thing, what you want in this company. Yeah. Because when we hire someone, we as a recruiter, we want to know what you want from a company. Yeah. So that whatever that you want, whether it matches or not, with our capability in the company. Yeah. Why should we hire? So you want to know what you want. The third one, uh, what makes you unique? What makes you special? Yeah. You need to highlight that. Yeah. So these are the three things that you need as your value added, what you can bring to the table. Secondly, what you want in the company. You want to grow with the company. You want to, try out things in the company. You like to see challenges in the company. You need to state that what you want. Number three, also, what will be your uniqueness? Your uniqueness in terms of, besides having this IR knowledge in HR study, I also good in what project management skills. You need to add on what will be your uniqueness compared to the rest of the 9 candidates out there, yeah, waiting for to be interviewed. Of course, when they call 10 of the candidates, of course they have a similar background like you. They have HR qualification. They are also having IR knowledge. Yeah. So they want to know what will be the plus point, uniqueness, for you. That's question number 4. Question number 5. What's your greatest achievement? Again, as I said earlier in the beginning, take this opportunity in your university time to participate in the club, in the society, become a president or vice president, you champion certain things. So please participate actively because during this interview session, you need to sell your achievement. And then when the recruiter asks you what is your greatest achievement, so you can share with them. How to share? Again, use STAR method. STAR plus L. You describe your situation, you discuss during that time, you describe your action taken, you describe what will be the result, yeah, during that particular event, and then L, what will be your learning and lesson learned from that event. So what is your greatest achievement? So I would like to advise my brother and sisters here to have at least three achievement. You need to plan your answer carefully using this STARL. Boleh? I hope that you can do this. Yeah, STARL for your three achievement. Yeah, great achievement. When they ask this question, you know where and when to sell. Yeah, again, very important. And number 6, how well do you handle stress? Of course, when you work in a company, again, as I mentioned, company will look at the 4 item, the one or item whether you fit in the company or not, because there are abundance of people, seniors, uh, middle management, etc. So you need to know how to handle stress. Sometimes it's a peer, your colleague will give pressure to you. Sometimes your boss will give pressure to you. Sometimes customer will pressure you. Yeah. Even in HR, who's your customer? Your customer is your other department, sales department, marketing department, IT department. That would be your customers. And then you in HR will provide your service in terms of human resource development, your recruitment, your IR, your payroll, your manpower, your talent management, because I'm a handle talent management side. My role is, I'm developing a leader to make sure, when the company grows to the next level, we will make sure that we have enough talent pool to be deployed to that particular brand. Now we have Mazda brand. In Burmas, we have Mazda. In Burmas Auto, we have Kia. We have, Espeng. Yeah, we have MG. Yeah. So these are the companies, brand. So my portfolio is to actually that I have a sufficient talent pool to be deployed in this brand. Yeah. So that will be the HR role. So you need to know how to manage your stress. Yeah. And then people will ask you how you handle your stress. So you need to tell what will be your way to manage the stress. Of course, when you work with a company, there are a lot of people. You need to learn how to accept different point of view. You need to willing to accept different POV. Yeah. So point of view. And then of course, when you run this company, you need to put the company first lah, over your personal interests. Always put company first, company agenda first. What would be our vision? I take example, Bermas Auto Berhad, our vision. We want to be a leading distributor in Malaysia. We want all the, uh, uh, other brands to come and join us and appoint us as exclusive distributor in Malaysia. We got the exclusive distributorship from Japan, leading carrying Mazda brand. So we got Kia from Korea. They appoint us as one the exclusive distributor in Malaysia, car distributor in Malaysia. So these are the things that we want to hold. We need to be aligned with the company. Yeah. So these are the things when you dealing with many people, there are a lot of pressure. Uh, Again, pressure from boss, your colleague, your customers. Yeah, so you need to handle your stress well. So up to you, how you handle your stress. Some people say that when I handle stress, some of the answers says that I will uh, take one step back, and then I will evaluate what will be the area of improvement, and then I will do some adjustment here and there, and then I move forward and execute my plan. Some of them say that how I handle my stress. I you know I do some self-reflection. It depends. So make sure that whatever that the way that you handle your stress must be positive. All right. Don't say that no. If I handle stress, I will kick other people butts or whatever kan. We that one tak mau lah. That one we don't want that. So make sure you handle your stress in a positive manner, positive way. All right. Next question, number 7. What has been your biggest failure? Again, question number 7 is quite tricky. Why tricky? Because they want to see you as human. Of course, you have failure. Yeah, we are human. We are not perfect. So this question want to test whether you are bluffing or you pretend you want to be perfectionist or you're a perfect person. Of course, people will have their own failure. But most important from this is how you sell an ideas if you face this some sort of failure. They want to see we want to see you using this SM using star plus L method. What was the situation? You tell them what will be the task given to you and the action you take and the result you feel. And then L, what will be your learning? What is your lesson learned from that event? Because we want to see, we as human also sometimes we are not every time we achieve success. Sometimes we fail. That one normal, but we want to know how you handle that failure, how you manage that failure. Very important. So be honest, Don't say that, oh, so far in my life I don't have any failure. Tak boleh lah. That one you tipu already. You try to lie and then you try to impress the panels, but we know that we are not perfect. Somehow or other you probably have your failure. Is either you want to highlight or you don't want to highlight. Yeah, right. Next question, number 8, common question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Why? They ask this question because they want to see your career journey. What is your target? Say example, you want to be in HR, so they want to see in 5 years' time where do you see yourself? Yeah, after you join us, after 5 years, where do you want to see yourself? Some people, some candidates says that no, after 5 years, I'm targeting to be one of the assistant manager role after 5 years time. I started as executive in HR, but after 5 years, I would like to see I'm growing in this company and becoming one of the assistant manager in the company. Yeah, that could be one of the answers. Yeah. So it depends to you. But again, the intention for the recruiter ask this question is they want to see whether you want to be in this company for short term or long term. This is also a tricky part. Some of the candidates, some of them, they just join the company for the short term. They want to use our company as a stepping stone. Or maybe working for 1 or 2 years after that they jump other company. After 1 or 2 years, they jump other company. After 1 or 2 years working, they jump to the third company, fourth company, fifth company, sixth companies. So actually, the job hoppers like this give us some bad impression. Yeah. What you learn in 1 or 2 years when you work, not much contribution you can do in a company. What would be the right number if you want to stay in a company? My advice, at least you need to be in a company for within 3 to 5 years. Just nice. You know, maybe you want to give yourself 3 years, maybe you want to give yourself 5 years in the company and see where you are going from there. Yeah. But we don't want to hire people who want to stay with us for a short period of time. 1 year, 2 years, and then leave, resign. We don't want that. That's why we want to see your answers and then whether you are aligned with the company requirement or not. Yeah. Question number 9. Do you apply job as well? Why they ask this question? Because they want to see your marketability. Yeah. If you are marketable, they believe that you also apply other job as well. You know, if you see that yourself not marketable, they see, oh, this guy is desperately looking for a job. So you need to apply for probably 5 companies, 6 companies. Yeah. So when the interview asks you, hey, do you apply job as well or not? And then you say, yes, I apply for other 5 companies. Yeah, in HR. So they will ask you details. So after you apply for the 5 companies, what happened to your resume? You can say that, I just attended interview session with them, with the ABC company last week. Yeah, on the HR as a HR executive role. And then you tell them, you can share. And then probably after that, they will ask you, recruiter will ask you again. So let's say, you got an offer from ABC company, and at the same time, our company also give offer to you. Which one that you want to choose? Our company offer or ABC company offer? And then you need to make a judgment. Of course, if you want to play smart, you say that, of course, I will select your company. And then they will ask you again, why you want to select our company? Why don't you accept ABC company? And then you need to state your reason. You need to state your reason. Please give smart answers so that you can secure the job. You can secure the job. Okay. Interview session is like you are making a conversation with your recruiter. You converse with them. You talk to them. It should be 2 ways communication. Yeah. And then the conversation must be a win-win situation. Always remember this. Interview session is all about conversation with win-win situation. Yeah. You win, company win. We don't want win-lose situation. We don't want a situation whereby it's a win-lose. You state all what we want, and then company say that no, maybe they are not fit for the company. Maybe his expectation is too high. You can accommodate. So it should be a win-win situation kind of interview session. Okay, got it? That's the tips. Question number 10. How do you deal with conflict? How you deal with conflict? Again, as I said, you will dealing with many people, your bosses, dealing with your colleague, dealing with your other department, your customers. Yeah. So recruiter want to see how you deal with conflict, how you manage conflict. You know, so it's also involve your when you have this conflict, they want to see also how you solve the problem. They want to see your problem solving skill. Yeah. If you notice, most of the company hire people because they want that person to solve their problem in the company. Yeah. For me, example, I'm leading a talent management unit. The company hire me because they want to solve the problem of talent shortage. If they want to expand the business, they need someone to supply them the right talent with the right capabilities. So I'm solving the problem. So that's why they hire me. Again, same goes to it. Same goes with this question. how you deal with conflict. It's a matter how best are you, how competent are you to solve the problem. They want to see your problem solving skill. Yeah. So you need to highlight how you solve the problem. If you face this conflict, how you solve the problem. Maybe you can say, the way I solve this problem when I have this conflict, I will call them for a meeting. Yeah, I will call them for a meeting, and then I will hear from both sides, party A and party B, what would be their concern, what makes them conflict. So, and then I try to find a midway, uh, find the similarities to move on. Yeah, because if let's say you hold a project, but you run a project, but then you the deadline is already close. Yeah, almost to the end, but the work in progress is just uh, it just accomplished for 50%. So you need to do another 50% with a short period of time with the deadline. If this issue, this problem persists, so you're afraid that you're gonna achieve and submit your proposal with the timeline. So you need to solve the matter with your team members. What are the issues? So they want to see how you solve the problem, solve the conflicts, right? And then last question, common interrogation. Last one, what are your salary expectation? Your salary expectation, this is the tricky part. As I mentioned earlier, interview session should be an win-win conversation. Win-win conversation. If they like you, they will ask you this question. This one optional. If they don't like you, they don't ask this question. If they ask you the question, means they like you. Okay, company likes you. But now they want to know your price. This is also a tricky part. Jangan jual mahal sangat. What I'm saying here, because you are fresh graduates, yeah. What you need is experience. You don't have working experience. I mean, formal working experience. You need the experience from working from that company. So it's like a win-win situation. You give me opportunity to work here. I got experience. I excel. I contribute to the company success. And at the same time, I also learn. I equip myself with knowledge. I equip myself with experience. So experience is the best thing. Experience is the best teacher. So when you put your salary expectation, it should be win-win. Number one. Number two, you need to see what will be your reasonable salary. Yeah. You need to go to the so-called the pay scale of your particular role. HR, example, HR, executive HR in Malaysia. You go for the average salary. I think in the job street also have that data. From my knowledge, average salary for executive in HR is around 2,500 to 3,500. You can jot down, 2.5K to 3.5K. That would be the range for executive level, 2.5 to 3.5K. If you are good enough, during the interview session, you can answer all the questions with the full marks. You also show your maturity when you talk, when you do your interview session. You show you are having this critical thinking. You fit the bills. Maybe you can go to the max 3.5K. If during the interview session, you also can feel whether you can perform better, whether you are performing better during the interview session or otherwise. So from there, you try to come with the so-called relevant figures, relevant numbers. But I tell you, the range for executive HR now is 2.5K to 3.5K. Yeah. So again, you need to have that win-win situation. All right. So that's strategy number 4. So far, okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Azmi, we have one question
Yes,
from
please.
Min. You would like to ask question?
Yeah. Because like whatever as a fresh graduate, we actually we do like to like drop resume to like a few company, but
Mm.
from a HR perspective, from a company, would you like to recommend that it's better for the candidates to apply like 4 to 5 different company jobs, or we just focus on one?
Okay. Can I get your name, please?
Minyi.
Mini. Mimi.
You can call me Min. Min.
Okay, Min. All
Hmm.
right. Good question, Min. Okay. For fresh graduate, my advice, Min, don't invest in one basket. In the investment term, if you invest in one basket, uh, you you only have one bet lah. If you
Yeah.
have a few bets, you submit your resume to 5 companies, you open up yourself for other 5 opportunities. Yeah.
Mm.
I last time when I was a graduate, I also submitted my resume to more than 5 companies. Yeah, more than 5 companies. But as I said, if you submit, it's not one size fits all. Mean if you submit to 5 different companies, you need to have your 5 different resume.
Yeah.
Yeah, targeted to the requirement needed from that company. If the company A want you to have A, B, C requirement, you must make sure your resume have A, B, C requirement. If the company B want to have want the people to have C, D, F, you need to put your resume C, D, F in your resume and submitting to these 5 different companies. So don't
Mm.
invest in one basket. You need to invest to many baskets.
Because actually previously I had worked for like almost 1 year.
Mm,
So by the time I'm how to say, I get those jobs applications on the job street,
mm,
while I actually applied for one company but different
mm,
different positions.
mm, mm, mm. Okay.
It's like, because there is a difference for us, because when you are having one company for like 2 or 3 different positions, but
Mm,
it's also different from like you are having one positions but 2 or 3 different companies, right?
mm, mm, mm.
Uh,
Correct, correct, correct.
because what I did is I focused in one company,
Mm,
but
mm.
I applied for different positions.
Yeah. One company, different position. You
Yeah.
apply, but same in HR or different department?
Different department.
Or different department.
Yeah.
You apply through job street.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Company must be a very big enough lah. Huge
uh
enough, is it?
because I get my degree as a hotel management.
Mm-hmm.
So but I didn't hope into hotel industry. I
Mm-mm.
get into a different industry,
Mm-mm.
while I applied like a different one, because like management, I can go through like the project management,
Mm-mm.
HR,
Mm-mm.
uh account. So
Mm-mm.
I try for like different positions, but
Mm-mm.
it's just one company.
So you end up in which department? HR,
No, project management.
project management.
Yeah.
So how you find the job? Interesting to you?
It's quite interesting at first, but because it actually make me like I couldn't have my time, because
Mm.
that job is really related to a project. So
Mm-mm.
whatever time the people is there, you
Mm-mm.
need to be assistant. So no matter you are in your holiday, your
Oh,
MC,
understand.
if even weekends, you need to be there to support, because no one else to back up you.
Understand. Understand.
uh,
Understand. I know where you're coming from. Yeah. If let's say a project management, yeah, you need to sacrifice your time
yeah.
because that would be the expectation of the role. Again, as I said during the first strategy, I did mention about the self-assessment. You need to go
Yes.
with your values. What will be your preferences? You can do the job, but then again, it requires you to do a lot of sacrifices in terms of your time and your commitment. So during that experience, if let's say you've been called for interview for other positions, and then the interview asks you what happened, what did you learn in your previous company. So what will be your say? And then I think you need to sell your STARL, and especially the learning part. But again, when you want to sell your learning part, when you need to say to them that I need to sacrifice into of time and then my commitment, so it can be a little bit turned down in terms of, or maybe demerit points from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will detrimental to the position you apply. You need to highlight the key positive learning points lah. Yeah.
That's mean
Uh,
that's mean I need to actually mention that we are not I'm not sacrifice that, but I learn from that, rather
correct.
than I said I sacrifice my time. I work like 24/7
Yes,
because of
correct,
this. Yeah.
correct, correct. You need to sell your learning parts, the positive side of it lah.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so when you have this STARL perfectly, mentioned in the interview session, people will understand you. You are looking at different angle.
Mm.
But deep inside in your heart, you know already. Yeah, that one too. That one you keep it to yourself. But whatever
Oh,
that you say to the recruiter must be in the positive and adding value to the company.
okay.
Uh,
Understood.
all right, cool. But again, it's better to invest in many baskets. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not in one lah.
correct.
For your point of view, is okay to like have 4 or 5 different um like resume to different company.
Yep, it's okay. It's the best way. Yeah, don't invest in one basket.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Min. Good question from Min. All right, any other questions on the floor? All right, if you don't have, then we proceed for the next strategy. Strategy number 5. After the interview session. All right, say this time. Strategy number 5 is your professional branding. As I said earlier, everything is in our fingertips. People want to know Norazmi Ibrahim, they just can go and type, who is Norazmi Ibrahim? Type in Google, type in LinkedIn, and then appear, oh, this is Norazmi Ibrahim. Who is Min? And they will type Min in the Google or in the LinkedIn, type Min, students, for example. Thus, we can see, oh, this is Min. So again, professional branding is very important nowadays. Alhamdulillah, because of our Burmas Auto, we have a very good branding as a company. Recently, we are receiving this so-called this award given by Talent Bank, CGA. Hang on, let me see. I also forgot. We are getting this award recently, a GCA, Graduate Choice Award. Our company been chosen top 3 companies in terms of graduate preferences. Alhamdulillah. Because our LinkedIn page, if you go to Burmas Auto Berhad page in LinkedIn, also we have a very good posting, job vacancies, career tips and etc. all inside there. So a lot of graduates, follow us. Alhamdulillah. So these are the one of the branding lah. But what I'm saying here is towards our individual professional branding. So let me suggest you there are several strategies to stand out in the online world. So we are talking about online world. Okay, number 1, optimize your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have your LinkedIn, please create one. I'm just highlighting the key points here, what you need to do in your LinkedIn. First and foremost, you need to have your professional photo. If you can see my slide, I put my professional photo with this award, yeah, and then I put my banner, put my work history in the LinkedIn. I put my skills, and I asked a few people who are working with me before. to have the endorsement or maybe testimony. I ask them to write my testimony and endorsement so that will give some extra advantage for me. So if you can go to my LinkedIn, you can just search now if, to your phone or whatever. You see, you go Norazmi Ibrahim and then you see what will be the endorsement there. So it will create my professional branding better position. And then there are many people approaching me through LinkedIn. There are some vendors, training vendors approaching me. There are some collaborators want to engage with me. So there are many things. But of course, you need to so-called create your LinkedIn profile professionally. Yeah, you need to position yourself as an expert with your achievement, with your working experience, with your endorsement or testimony from your counterparts. Yeah. All right. That will be your first one. And then in this so-called online world, you need to publish thoughtful content. If you can go to my LinkedIn account, I also publish, my recent interview with RTM, talking about current issues. I also put the link in my posting so that whoever visit my LinkedIn account, they can see, oh, he also actively in television. People are calling him to give some views. So means I'm considering I'm one of the main player in HR for automotive. So they can see content there. Yeah. And then number 3, certification. Yeah. If you go to LinkedIn, they also having this so-called online learning. You need to attend their classes. It's FOC free of charge. And then you complete your learning, and then they will give you some certification and then post it in your LinkedIn. And people will see, oh, this guy is very open to learning. Yeah, everything, every time is changing, you see. So we need to keep ourselves with the knowledge. So people will see you are open for the lifelong learnings. Even I have graduated for the past 18 years ago in BBA Finance, but I don't stop learning. I take up my professional course and certification, and then people see, oh, this guy is quite open into learning. Yeah, very, very important. Don't stop learning. All right, put it and then put it in your LinkedIn account. Number 4, respond professionally. Okay, respond professionally and promptly. As I mentioned, there are many people, DM me, so I will respond to them accordingly and promptly. Yeah, if let's say there is any opportunity for us to work together, we work together. And let's say if there is no opportunity at this moment, I will say honestly to them, I open up for learning, I open up for collaboration, but not now. Maybe in future, yes, we can collaborate together. So we need to respond professionally. Dengar semua. They can unmute the mic. Okay, respond professionally. People will see your response, how you respond to messages, comments, inquiries. So people will see whether you maintain this positive and respectful tone in your dealings with them lah. Yeah. And then number 5, network online. So network online, again, you connect with your colleague, your friends through LinkedIn, and then engage in the conversation. I always do this. Number 5, I always do this when people post their comment, their posting in LinkedIn. Say example, they say that Mr. So and so has been promoted to senior manager role in X company. Example. So I will comment that congratulations, sir, for your recent promotion. I feel proud of you. And then maybe how I know network, I also ask, is there any one thing or any one advice for me, to be at your level as a senior manager or whatever. So I try to network with them. Even though I know already the answer, but I want to network and keep in touch with them. So that's how I built my network. Yeah. And then number 6, Google yourself. If let's say now you have your headphone and then please you type your name. For example, your name is I use Min again. Your type your name Min in the Google search, Google engine, and see what is appear. I type myself Norazmi Ibrahim. You see a lot of picture there. There are some Norazmi Ibrahim. I tak tahulah. There's some it's me, some of other people. So that's how you position yourself in the market. Yeah. When you have active participation in online world, we hashtag Norazmi, hashtag me, hashtag HR leader, hashtag. You use all the hashtag when you actively use this so-called social media. So it's automatically in the Google already. Yeah, but you need to be active. Yeah. Number 7, again, you need to be consistent. Yeah. For professional branding, you need to be consistent. Okay, so that people will see you as a professional. You carry a very good image in terms of your presence, and you position yourself as one of the market main player in the industry. Yeah, so you need to be consistent. The reason why we need to have this online world, because we want to build trust, yeah, and loyalty. When people trust you, people will collaborate with you. But if people don't trust you, people won't collaborate with you. And then I think that shows your reputation. People will see and people will start thinking about you, and then they will say things about you. And then I think through word of mouth, people will say, oh, you want to get opinion and suggestion, talking about current issues, talking about graduates employability. Maybe you can go and look up for Norazmi, you see. So these are the branding that's good for us and for you, to start having your online presence in the LinkedIn. Yeah, especially LinkedIn lah. LinkedIn will be your professional networks for your career. Yeah. TikTok can lah. TikTok for fun, okay lah. TikTok for fun, entertainment, that's okay. But for professional, go for LinkedIn. All right. So that's strategy number 5. Strategy number 6, soft skill development. Okay. I will cover this fast because I think in the interest of time, we have another plus minus 15 minutes before 12. Maybe we will drag a little bit. So let's finish off this soft skills development. So soft skill development, there are 4 soft skills that I want you guys to really focus on as a graduates. Yeah, mana pergi, wherever you go, after this, you need to focus on these 4 skills that you need to develop from time to time. Soft skills number 1, very important, is your communication skills. Whether you're in HR, non-HR, or whatever positions, you need to develop your communication skills. There are key points that you need to focus on. One is you need to learn public speaking, develop your listening skills, improve your written communication. You need to participate in seminars. You need to read books, and you need to do your networking. Yeah, if you can see the picture, I do my public speaking in front of many people. I develop my listening skill. I improve my written communication. I participate in seminar actively. I read books a lot, and I network wherever possible. Yeah, most of my time as a talent management manager, I will do my prospecting to attract the right talents to be in the company. Not only right talent, but quality talent in the company. So that's my role, that's my functions. That's why my visibility, I need to ensure that people knows me in my area or in automotive. Yeah. So that's soft skill number 1, communication skill. All right. Soft skill number 2, you need to develop is your teamwork. No one can work in an island. If you see yourself working alone, you better to have your own company. But if you want to work with people in the company, you need to have this teamwork spirit. Yeah, this is my team members, all ladies. So I'm the only guy. So all ladies, working with ladies is very, very good and very interesting because they are very detailed. I like when we have a discussion, brainstorming session, I allow my team members to challenge me, give their thought, and then let's debate on this issue, and then come up with the best solutions for the company. Like girls like to debate, so I love debate. But I'll make sure that I I hear their point of view, their their POV, and then I also give my points, what we are looking at, analysis, cost benefit approach, which one is the best one, and then we will come up with a so-called the best solution for the company. So teamwork is very important. Again, teamwork. Again, under teamwork, you need to offer your assistance. Yeah, and then you need to deliver work on time. Make sure that you don't bust the hit and the deadline. You need to show your proactive attitude. Don't wait and see. You need to take proactive action. You need to be approachable. People say that I'm too serious unless I'm smile or I laugh. So you need to be approachable. Yeah, always smile and share your ideas and opinion. Yeah, by sharing. And then you seek feedback on your performance. This one I always engage with my boss, my big boss. What will be my area of improvement so that I can move forward as a team. So the soft skill number 3, very important, is your adaptability. Yeah. Under adaptability quadrant, you need to embrace change. Change happen every time, everywhere, anywhere. So we need to start embrace the change. And then of course, learning part, you need to continuously learn and then develop your versatile skill set. You need to have so-called planning skills, project management skills, negotiation skills, presentation skills. You need to develop this versatile skill set. Yeah, adaptability, and then cultivate emotional intelligence. Very important for you as a leader uh, to have this empathy kind of thingy. Empathy means you understand other people's feelings, and then you have intention to help them to grow in the company. Yeah, in my role, I need to have this empathy very high. Yeah, I want my people to grow together with me. I want to also understand what will be their hurdles and their problems so that I can lead the team better. Yeah, empathy is very important. Understand other people's feelings and conditions. Number 5, again, build a network. As I said, I can say 70% of my time I will do networking, I will do prospecting. So I want to have a real connection, yeah, with these people. And of course, you stay agile and flexible. Agile and flexible to fit to the different situation, and then you consider different perspective. You open yourself for solution. And very important, I think adaptability is tested when we face this COVID-19 issue last 2 years, where the company is going haywire a bit. But because of this adaptability, we understand that we can go through all these challenges. The resilience, we need to have the resilient aspect. Alhamdulillah, for Burma's Auto during that COVID-19, no one been retrenched, and then no one getting pay cut. No one, tak ada seorang pun. Everyone got their salary, everyone got their bonus. Alhamdulillah, because we stay agile and flexible. Yeah, in fact, during that COVID-19 period, we acquire uh, another brand. That at that time we acquire Kia brand. People also say that, oh, during that tough time also you can acquire another license for distributorship. Yes, we can. We got license special distributorship from Kia from Korea. From Korea. And last but not least, the soft skill development that you need to focus on is your problem solving skill. Yeah, if you can see the picture at the right corner, is my team. I'm developing this leader. Uh, our population in Burma's Auto, we are having the right sizing in terms of racial composition quite equal. Malay, Chinese, Indian inside our company, Alhamdulillah. So problem solving skills is very important for the development. First and foremost, for problem solving skill, you need to understand the real problem, and then you gather all the information, and then you need to think creatively to solve the problem, and you prioritize your solution, because there are many solutions. After you think creative, you need to prioritize which one is important for you, and you learn from experience. Very important. You learn from experience what will be your lesson learned, and focus on the solution. And last but not least, of course, continuous learning. So these are the 4 soft skill development for you to develop as a graduate. Okay. Number 7, last, not the second last, 7, financial literacy. So as a graduate, you need to have this so-called 2 things you need to consider. One is during the salary negotiation with the company, and second one is the employee benefits. Yeah, if you got the offer, yeah, don't only think about salary. You need to think both sides, benefits in terms of what will be their perks in terms of bonuses. Is there any increment in the company? How they have this so-called achievement award for employees, health insurance, etc. So you need to think both sides. Yeah, not only single-sided in terms of salary, but also the benefits. So again, during this session, you need to be win-win situation. You need to understand the company financial situation. How you want to know the financial situation of the company? Very simple. You go to their website. Sometimes they download the so-called the annual report. Like Burma's Auto Berhad, we are public listed company. We publish our annual report in the website. You can see our financial statement very strong, Alhamdulillah. So from there, you negotiate your salary if you got offer. Yeah, but not too demanding, but not too low, but somehow in the middle that you can find midway. It should be a win-win situation for you and for your company, for you and the company, right? And then during this period, I think you need to also so-called consider also about the company rating. You can go to Google and then type the company, and then you see the review. If let's say sometimes the candidate not happy, they will write review there. Oh, I attended the interview, they are not professional, the company, so you can see all the review and then their rating. It's either, I think second, the perfect points will be 5. Some people rated company 4.5, 4.2, it depends. So they will average out and you see the rating. So from there you know already, oh, somehow this company is good or bad lah. So that's number 7. Number 8, strategy number 8 is work-life balance. Of course, end of the day, it's all about you. You have your personal life and professional life. Yeah, I have my professional life from Monday to Friday. Yeah, Monday to Friday as a employee in Burma's Auto Berhad, and Saturday, Sunday I have my own time, and then after office hour I have my own time, my personal time. So we need to strike a balance. I like to ride a motorcycle, convoy with my friend with just a small motor over there. So that's my work-life balance. Sometimes I go travel just to see other culture, understand other people culture. So it depends on your preferences. But again, work-life balance is very important. Sometimes you need to have the so-called your hobbies ready, hobby, your interest. Don't discount that, because you want to focus on your professional work, you forgot your personal life. So you must be balanced, must be balanced. Okay, 7 tips to achieve work-life balance. Number 1, establish boundaries. Again, as I said, your working time is your working time. Today I'm working. Yeah, I'm working. I represented the company under Burma's Auto Berhad. Yeah, establish your boundaries. After office hour, I myself, I do whatever that I like with my hobby and my interests. And number 2, prioritize your self-care. Of course, when you deal a lot of people, sometimes you feel stress, sometimes a bit demotivated, but how you prioritize yourself, yeah, you always take care of yourself. Yeah, nothing important than yourself. And if you have a family man, I'm a family man. I'm taking care of my families and my children, so that's very important. No one can replace you as a husband if you are married. All right, number 3, you need to learn to say no. Of course, learn to say no. Not all the time you want to say yes, but sometimes you need to say no when you can't make it, because once you say yes, it's already your commitment to do it. Yeah, so learn to say no, but not all the time. If the thing is not value added to your work, to your life, please say no. Even your friend invited you to go hang out sometimes, but if you see that it's something not value added, so learn to say no lah. Jangan nak jaga hati kawan and then you always say yes all the time. It's not the right way. Number 4, create a routine. What's your routine? Please plan your day. Number 5, communicate effectively. So again, I communicate with my big boss, with my boss, with my team members, with my families, with my counterparts. Same goes to you guys. Communication is very important. And plan vacation and breaks. Yeah, I do my my vacations in plan. Yeah, and then breaks, short breaks. I like to do convoy with my friends. Yeah, during weekends, and invest in your hobbies and interests. Okay, that's strategy number 8. So that you become a better person day by day. Yeah, focus on yourself, and then you prioritize what is urgent, what is important. You do the urgent thing first. Right, last but not least, this one is a little bit different. Strategy number 9, entrepreneurship. Yeah, entrepreneurship, if you plan to be a businessman or businesswoman, maybe you can start work with people first, and after that you venture into the business. This is something that you can value added yourself as a person. Yeah, so you exploring alternative career path. Yeah, whether you want to do this freelancer, or maybe you can start your own business. It depends to you, right? So let's say if you want to do a freelancer and you want to become a business owner, what you need to do is you identify your skills, what you are good at. For example, me myself, I have this so-called freelance job, do over weekends. You can go to my TikTok. I position myself as JD Fitness CEO. I like to do this fitness thingy, and then I build my portfolio. You can advertise your skills in Fiverr, Upwork, or Freelancer. It's one of the so-called freelance platform if you want to get side income. Yeah, and set realistic goals. Yep, what you want to achieve within 1 year time, or maybe 5 years time. What you want to achieve, what you want to be. At least you have goal and target. Of course, create your professional online presence. Very important. And network and market yourself. As I said, 70% of my time is doing prospecting, networking, market yourself. Same goes to you as a graduate. Yeah, because there are too many competition from your friends. You need to market and network yourself. Yeah, prospecting yourself, and start small and build reputation. If let's say you want to go into the business line, yeah, start small and build reputation from there. Okay, so I think that's about it. The 9 strategies to elevate your career. If you can recap, number 1, first self-assessment. Number 2, prepare your resume. Number 3, do your job search strategy. Number 4, your interview preparation. Number 5, creating your professional branding. Number 6, develop your soft skill. There are 4 soft skills. Number 7, financial literacy. And number 8, work-life balance. And last, your entrepreneurship. With that, thank you so much. I'll open up for Q&A session. Yeah. Ada soalan? Any question from the floor?
Anyone want to ask question? Yes, we have one question. One questions. Okay. Queen, okay, you can ask.
Yes. Firstly, thank you, Mr. Norazmi. Thank you for sharing. So I have questions. As a fresh graduate, while looking for the job and opportunity, I also worry about and also think about that in the first job job for the fresh graduate, it's it's better go into the big company like the big four, or also you have to choose a good the industry like the electronic car or something, which is most important.
Okay, good question. One Yen. Okay, good question. For a start, whether you want to go for a big company or you want to go to small company like electronic company, etc. So my advice to you is best to start this is best. You can do otherwise, but this is my advice. The best way is you can go to the best to the big company. Big company means berhad company lah. You don't go to the smaller company, senior berhad. I'm not saying they are not good, but then if you as a fresh graduate, yeah, you need to learn from the best. You need to learn from the expert straight away. You need to learn from there. So my journey, I just quoted my example. My journey, I started from the big company like Maybank Berhad, and then I moved to RHB Bank Berhad, Agro Bank Berhad. So after I exploring all the banking sectors, Berhad company, big company, and then in the banking, I feel some sort of I need to get more challenge. So I moved to property line. Also, I joined big company, UEM Sunrise Berhad, big company in property. So after a while, I moved. After big company, I learned a lot of big companies think what would be their best practice. So now it's my added value to offer to the smaller company. So I joined Sdn Berhad. After that, I joined Sdn Berhad because with my knowledge and experience in big company can give me a value added for me to introduce to the smaller company. But it depends on your preferences again. Yeah, which one is comfortable. The good thing is you be in the big company, you learn a lot of things. You learn how they manage things. You learn about their working style, how they do this cost benefit approach. Yeah, how they do analysis, how they come to the decision making. Because Berhad is very much, professionals. But Sdn Berhad somehow certain company when we talk about Sdn Berhad, they somehow is like a family business, a lot of family interferences. Sdn Berhad, they are not really, uh, so-called go by the book kind of things. They sometimes don't have so-called proper processes and policies. Sometimes they just don't really put the priority in terms of that lah. To them, Sdn is to just making money, making business. That's it. But Berhad, they have the element of making profit at the same time doing the right thing with the proper process and procedure lah. Yeah. So my advice for 1 Yen is to start with a big company as a starter, as a fresh graduate, and then get as much experience as you can during that period of time. And then if you are comfortable and then if you are confident to venture into Sdn Berhad, smaller company, you go ahead. And with their experience, so you can give value added to the Sdn Berhad company. That would be my advice. Okay, any other questions?
Yes, Yuto, you want to ask one question?
Yes. Hello, sir. It's just a small question because maybe just now you mentioned about the resume. If we like apply to a different company, we should customize our resume as well. But the
Correct.
thing is, the first thing is maybe as a freshman or maybe in the future career, I want to jump to another like industry or something. Maybe I don't have any experiences of this kind of industry. So what should I reply if the company asks me about for the experience before? Should I just apply honestly, I don't have any experience, or I just to apply anything else, maybe like the skills I learned from this industry by myself, but I didn't get any work experience before, like this kind of reply?
Okay, good question. All right. If you want to change job or change career after you already work with certain company and then you jump to another new company which is totally different company, totally different environment, different department, you have experience, uh, it gives you an advantage for you to highlight what will be your key strength. Yeah. Yes, you don't have that experience yet, but you have the strength that you can capitalize on and value add to the company later on. But of course, they want to see your full star. Yeah, when you share your strength, you need to highlight your STAR and your lesson learning, your learning part. So they want to see whether you are fitting to the role or otherwise. Because some of the jobs require you the technical skills. You need to have a technical skill. Example, if let's say you in HR, but somehow you want to change to the technical job like engineering, is is difficult because they require someone who have technical knowledge. Engineering, you need to be technically sound. The technical know-how part, you need to have that. So if let's say you join other management company, maybe not in HR, but more on project management or maybe in management team, then you still can try, but highlighting your key strength to them. My advice, you go with your key strength and then you highlight what will be your key achievement in your previous company so that they can see you are adding value to the company. Yeah, with your present to join them, you can add value to them. Yeah, and of course, uh, as I said, your your soft skill in terms of your problem solving is very important. People hire people because they want to solve a problem. If you solve, you can be anywhere. Yeah, with your skills, your experience, how you tackle the problem. I cite one example. Last time, our Prime Minister Tun Mahathir, he's a doctor. He's a doctor by profession. But how he tackled the financial crisis in terms of number, people speculating our ringgit, and then Tun Mahathir doing pegging to ringgit Malaysia to US dollar. But he has a very good problem solving skill. So that's how people will value you. Yeah. If you have very good problem solving skill, you can excel very high. So these four I highlighted earlier in terms of your soft skill is very important. Your adaptability, your problem solving, yeah, your communication skill, and your adaptability will carry weight to your next career. Yeah, that will be my response to you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. So it means whether in my freshman period or the later I would change the career. So rather than I focusing on my work experience, I should more focusing on my soft skills, right?
Correct, correct. Soft skills.
All
Yeah.
right, thank you,
Focus
sir.
on soft skills here.
Okay.
Welcome.
Right, one last question, Mr. Azmi. We have one question from Sui.
Sure.
Hi, Doctor and Mr. Norazmi. I'm Sui.
Hi.
I think my question is some sort of related to return question because I want to know from a HR perspective, do company value more towards the experience or qualification? Because I graduate from degree and straight jumps to the master and also take my other professional paper. I compare to other who has working experience that like maybe this my weakness. I wonder when I graduate, how can I sell myself as compared to those have working experience? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Swing. Good question from Swing. Experience versus qualification. In your case, you have master compared to other graduates who maybe have degree or whatever, lower than you in terms of academics, but they have experience. So for HR perspective, we are looking at both. Yeah, we are looking at both. We are looking at academic plus experience. Even you have your master, but in your resume, we want to see your working experience. If you don't have any working experience, it will be tough for you.
Yeah.
But if you have master plus your working experience, even your working experience is not it's not directly related to HR experience, is okay as long you have working experience. Example, you master, and then plus working experience, you do your part-time job as you know researcher, part-time researcher. It's okay. We all still accept that. But if you have nothing at all for working experience, then you have a bit issues lah. Yeah. But not to stop there, because we will see also deeper in terms of your core curriculum activities in your universities. Whether you are, say example, you don't have any working experience, but in your university you are very active in society, in your club, you hold a position of president or vice president. So at least it carry weights. Yeah, because it's not easy to become a president in the university. For example, in debate club, you one of the president of debate club. So you hold a very important position, top 3 position in university in your club. So means you are someone. Yeah, you have master and you are also a president of debate club. You are someone. You are somebody. So we also take into account that qualification and also your involvement in your participation in your university, your COCO activities. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Right.
Thank you, Miss
Welcome.
Norazmi. Yeah, okay, thank
Welcome.
you for
Welcome, Swing.
sharing. Okay.
Thank you, Swing. All right. Any other question? Maybe, yeah. Any other question?